Listen, mama, your little one's hair is growing, but if you're not seeing that length, that means something else is happening, and it's not what most moms think. Today, I'm breaking down the real reasons your little one's hair isn't getting longer and what you can start doing this week to finally see a difference. Happy New Year, Mama. As we've stepped into the new year, I want you to remember one important thing. If your little one's hair seems like it isn't getting longer or it isn't growing, trust me, Mama, your little one's hair is growing. Your little one's hair is always growing. Regardless of whether you believe it or not, your little one's hair is always growing. The issue is length retention. And once you understand that, everything becomes so much clearer, I promise you. By the way, Mama, I'm hosting my first free masterclass of 2026 next week, Tuesday, where I go deeper into this. If you want to stop guessing and actually understand what your little one's hair needs, the link is in the description box. Seats are limited though, so don't waste time. Okay, so let's get into it. So number one, your little one does not have a growth problem. Children's hair grow on average about 0.5 inches a month. That's 6 inches in a year and 12 inches in 2 years. Obviously, some will grow a little bit faster and a little bit slower, but on average, it's 0.5 inches a month. So the issue is that half an inch isn't staying. Nearly every mom who comes to me and tells me that their little one's hair isn't growing, it's never a growth problem, it's a retention problem. Their hair is growing, it's just breaking off just as fast because of dryness, breakage, poor hair care practices, inconsistent routines, or routines that don't meet their little one's current hair needs. So the real question becomes, what is causing this breakage and what can we do to minimize this breakage so that the length can be retained? Dryness is one of the main reasons why your little one's hair isn't retaining length. When their hair is dry, it breaks, it snaps, and then it seems like they're not retaining length, or it seems like their hair isn't growing. But this is where a lot of moms get stuck. Most moms think they're moisturizing, but they're actually not. Moisture is water, and products are there to help support that water that's already there for as long as possible. What you do after that water determines whether moisture will be retained or disappears in 10 minutes. The thing is, once moisture is handled properly, retention becomes so much easier. Next thing is too much manipulation. If you're restyling your little one's hair every day, if you're constantly brushing and combing their hair, if you're rough when you're detangling, if every style you do on their hair involves tension, if takedowns are rushed, so takedowns of the protective style is rushed, if their hair is always out and not protected and getting tangled, breakage is happening quietly. I always tell the moms that I work with that your hair care practices, your techniques matters more than the so-called perfect product. Simple, gentle, and strategic routines will always be better than complicated ones. The missing piece, no clear regimen. And this is where most mamas struggle. It's not products, that part is actually easy, it's structure. The what, the when, the how often. Honestly, without a proper regimen, hair care just becomes random. You wash your little one's hair whenever you feel like it, you moisturize again inconsistently, changing styles too often. A regimen, a good regimen, gives the hair consistency, and it's consistency that leads to results. Mom, a quick reminder, I'm hosting my first free masterclass of the year next week, Tuesday, where I break this down further step by step. If you're interested, click the link below, sign up because spots are limited. So here's what I want you to do next. No more guessing. Wash your little one's hair consistently. For most children, washing every 7 to 14 days is ideal. But of course, if your little one's hair is dry, breaking, and just not in the best health, you definitely want to be washing every 7 days. This works so much better. On wash day, you want to detangle with care. Choose the right types of products, especially when it comes to detangling. You want to choose products that's going to give your little one's hair slip so that it makes detangling a breeze. Products that cleanse the hair and scalp properly. Products that soften and smooth your little one's hair. For those of you that complain that your little one's hair is hard, rough, and tough, you need a good product that's going to help to soften and smooth your little one's hair on wash day. So that's a conditioner or a deep conditioner, and product types that actually support moisture and length retention. The next thing I want you to do is moisturize consistently and more often than you're currently doing. I want you to moisturize your little one's hair 1 to 2 times a week, but of course this will depend on your little one's current hair needs. For example, some children's hair do well with moisturizing once a week and others twice a week. It really depends on what phase your little one's hair is currently in. That will determine how often you moisturize, and of course the condition of your little one's hair, that will also determine how often you moisturize in a week. The next thing I want you to do is keep styles low tension. For example, plaits, twists, medium to large cornrows, styles that actually protect your little one's hair rather than pull on it and cause breakage. Mama, traction alopecia is real. So to avoid traction alopecia, mamas, please, simple, low tension styles always wins. The next thing I want you to do is protect your little one's hair at night with a satin bonnet. If your little one is 1 year and above, a satin fitted sheet, for example, or a pillowcase if your little one is under 1, and a satin or silk scarf for your little ones that are 3 years and above. But the most important thing is that you're protecting their hair at night. And I know some little ones don't like to keep their bonnets on, they take it off. That is something that's very normal. Just put it on whenever they take it off. With time, they will get used to it, and they will even remind you that they need to wear their bonnet to sleep. Trust me, I know. I've been there 4 times. And of course, as like a backup, you can have like a satin or silk fitted sheet. So if they do take off their bonnet, they will have that as a backup to protect their hair. Because if friction is undoing all of your work, you're fighting yourself. The next thing is to trim when needed. Trimming is honestly not the enemy, mama, but trimming on a schedule is. Yes, trimming on a schedule is the enemy. You want to trim when your little one's hair actually needs a trim. And if your little one's hair is in a good state, healthy state, no breakage or minimal breakage, and their hair is retaining length, their hair is in general healthy overall, you literally only need to be trimming their hair 1 to 2 times a year on average. That's it. If your little one's ends are extra dry, drier than usual, or they're experiencing a lot more single strand knots, trimming will actually benefit them and help with length retention. Next, I need you to repeat this, mama. This isn't about perfection. It's about doing the right things consistently. When their hair actually stays on their head, their hair gets longer and you will see that length retention. It's not magic, it's not growth products, it's science. If this is making sense and you're thinking, okay, I finally get it, join me on this masterclass. You're going to leave with so much clarity, confidence, and most importantly, a plan. The link is below and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.